Hey guys, back with another painting tutorial. This time, going to do some Fallschirmjägers. They're participating in North Africa, so they're in their tropical uniforms. The base of that is going to be done with Army Painter, the Desert Yellow. It's a good primer, and it gives us a good base to go off of. Then we're going to work up with the Yellow Ochre from Pro Curl. That's going to be for the helmet, gas mask, mess tin, and the canteen cup. You could also use field gray because these were painted when they got into theater. So, and just to be, I just want to caveat, like I try to paint pretty historical, but I do take some liberties as like an artist and add a few of my flares to the army. So these guys aren't 100% historical. Just to let you know. All right, now Pro Curl Mahogany is going to be the base for leather, any leather bit, also the wood. So the boots, the Y strap, the belt, and the rifle stock, leather sling, and also the goggles on top of the helmet. I tend to forget those, so this will probably take you the majority of the time trying to paint these guys up. This base coat color of mahogany, because it's a lot of small fiddly bits, and you have to get in there. Try not to. You can definitely paint outside the lines and go back and touch up, but try not to get the uniform too much, just because we don't have a base coat color that we painted on there to work up from. So, all right, now we're going to start working the flesh tone. So, Pro Curl, Tan Flesh. If you've seen any of my other videos, I go, this is, I always say the same thing, tend to anyways, but this is a really good way to work up the skin tone on historics. It's super fast. It doesn't take a lot of effort, and really, we're going to use washes coming up, and you'll see the washes are going to do most of the work for us. So, looking good already. Okay, now we're going to go to the Pro Curl Light Umber. So this is going to be used for the canteen, the liner itself. And then if you wanted to do the bread bag, you could definitely do this in light umber. So the bread bag, there's a lot of different dyes that they used. I, again, use more of my flair to make them pop a little bit more and to just to differentiate, hey, this unit is a Luftwaffe or Fallschirmjäger unit. So I did mine with the blue, and you'll see that shortly. But or you do khaki. There's a lot of different variations of the bread bag. So this is the wolf gray. This is going to be that Luftwaffe color that we're going for. So I'm gonna hit the bread bag, and then he's wearing a bandolier around his neck with ammo in it. So I'm gonna hit all those. And it's not modeled this way on this model specifically, but I went ahead and painted around the neck, showing that, hey, it's wrapped around his neck. So I covered a little bit of the collar up doing that, and I'll do some highlights to sort of blend that in, because there is like a model line right through there. All right, now we're going to go to the dark yellow green from Pro Curl, and this is just going to be the Zeltbahn in the back, or the poncho there. And on some of my models, I'll do a little brighter colors, but since I already have the blue back there, I didn't really want it to clash too much, so I kept that pretty obscure color. All right, back to mahogany. Now we're going to hit all the small little bits that we painted over. So the canteen strap runs all the way on from the cup all the way around it. That's what attaches to their Y strap there. And then the chin strap. So these are like more like modern helmets, where it goes behind the ear and then also in front of the ear. So make sure you can try to represent that, because they were different helmets than their regular, like an M40 or. Right, now Pro Curl Coal Black. We're gonna hit all the metal bits on the rifle. So the top of the bolt there, the barrel, and then the bottom of the boots. So you could paint your boots black if you wanted to, but I'm sticking to the brown. I like the brown how it looks. This is the wash that I'm using. It's not my recipe, so I can't take credit for it. But it's a great wash, and you just lather it on there, let them dry for an hour or so, and then you come back and then you start highlighting. So you can see, if you're happy with the model where it sits, this is definitely tabletop worthy. I'd clean the base up, the rim of the base, and start playing. But we're gonna work up just a little bit with the highlights because that's what we've been doing with the rest of the army. So this is a blend here, Pro Curl Khaki with the Army Painter Desert Yellow. This is going to give us our uniform highlight. It will be pretty punchy, probably brighter than what we need it to be initially. But we're going to go back after we do this highlight and we're going to wash it again, just like a light wash over the top of the uniform items, and it will soften those edges down to where I think it makes it look really nice, and it's pretty quick. Like I said, I try to be as efficient painter as I can and get these guys. Like I was able to get 11 guys done in probably about 5 hours, 4.5, 5 hours, something like that total time. So you can see it's washed there, let them dry again, and then we're going to go back in and we're going to hit now the light umber. So this is going to highlight all the leather bits, so the boots, the leather sling, the belt, if they are wearing a Y strap, also that canteen cover. Even though we hit it with the light umber, we want it to just with a wash, it sort of knocked it down just a little bit. So, and there you go. This is pretty fast. It goes really quick. Bolt titanium white. We're gonna punch in the lenses for the goggles here. So this is really the only time you're going to use this, minus if you're going to do some shoulder boards or something like that. And back to yellow ochre, and we're going to hit the highlight the top of the helmet, the edges of the canteen canister, or canteen canister, the gas mask canister, and then the canteen cup. Pro Curl Sky Blue is going to be the highlight for the Luftwaffe, sort of field gray blue is sort of the color we're representing here. This is definitely bright, so if you don't like it, you could use a different blue to maybe more of a navy color. I want them to pop a little bit harder, so I prefer this type of sort of highlight, I guess. Back to Pro Curl Dark Green, we're going to just hit that Zelpon again. The Army Painter Crusader skin. I usually do this before I wash the model. I forgot, but you can. It's in tandem. You can do it after you wash. It's totally fine. So we're washing the skin with that Crusader skin, and it gives it the nice skin fleshy tone that we're looking for. And then after it dries, we're going to go back in and just highlight. So really, like I said, the washes do most of the work. So you're just hitting the knuckles, sort of the tips of the finger, the nose, and we're good to go. Now we're going to go Pro Curl Advanced Flesh Tone. This is going to be our sort of technique to do a wood grain on all the rifles and the wood bits. So you're just going to go in there and sort of just do like small little dashes, hashes, or lines all over the wood stock, and then we're going to go back in with the Crusader skin, and we're going to wash it with that because it has a red hue to it, and it looks really good when it's washed and softens it a little bit. Magic Blue from Army Painter to the Speed Paint line. We're going to hit the lenses and good to go. Now we're going to go back in with Bold Titanium White and just a dot. So just small, and we're going to hit the very tops of those lenses to give an appearance of a glare. Now we're going to start weathering the model, so we're going to hit it with a coal black and like a craft sponge, and you're just going to stipple the model and basically add small little speckles or scratches all over the helmet. Now this is after you varnish the model, so I use a Krylon matte finish. You're going to use a number 2 pencil, and you're going to go in and you're going to hit all the metallic bits just to give it the appearance that it's a metallic item, and it's just enough glare that it catches the eye. It might rub off over time, but yeah, I think it looks really good. So here's the whole unit together, and you can see I think they turned out really nice. I love the blue. I think it makes it pop pretty good. So something that I did do off camera was I added the little rank on their collars, and so it's yellow with just a white dot, and then also the German eagle on the left side of the helmet. So well, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe. I'm going to keep posting more content. I'm getting ready to transition to some vehicles, so stay on the lookout, and I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks.